Hey guys, you join me here, Snow86, and we are back on Ladyhill. So today we are a little bit slower paced, thankfully. The panic and the rush is over. So we're going out to spread a little bit of lime on our two arable fields down here. They were the two that were not done in the big lime spreading session when the panic was on. So we're going to get out here now and we're going to get it done. So now you might have to bear with me, guys. I have played around with a few settings trying to get it to start recording in 4K, so I'm not sure if it's working. I have done a few simple tests and they seem to be okay, the quality, but I'm not sure. This looks to me like it could be a little bit jittery, so we'll see how it gets on. If it's proven to be a little bit jittery, I will attempt to play with settings mid-recording, I suppose is probably the best way of putting that, and hopefully we'll fix a few things. Might be just in cab it's jittery, I'm not sure. Yeah, it just seems to be jittery there, so not sure what's going on. So yeah, we'll try this again. And we're back. So we've adjusted a couple of things. I upped the bitrate a little bit on the recording. I'm still figuring out the whole learning how to record in 4K. So I think it's 4K. To be honest, I don't know. It's coming up as 3160, is it, by 21 something? You could tell me, guys, is that 4K? I'm not 100% sure. I should really probably look it up. So with that said, we are out. We are spreading some lime on these two arable fields, more so to free up the lime, or the spreader that we do own at the moment, because we're going to have to put solid fert on our two fields that we've sown for canola, so they will need some form of something on them at some stage. Very accurate description of me using that there, but yeah, so we're just going to have to figure that out, what's probably the best way to go. Now we can reduce our spread size. I probably could go to 12, 15 even, because let's be honest, we're not spreading a whole pile out here. So nice thing about the spreader is we can adjust the plates at the back, and that does then limit the amount we're spitting out the back, which is handy for this, because like there now we didn't need a whole pile, so we could reduce the amount we overlapped, and we can then change it back to 36 meters again before we hit the next field. So we'll just kind of keep cracking on, guys, and yeah, we got to get it done. The other thing we probably could do, but I don't think we will do it, is our grass fields. A couple of them are in need of flat lifting. So we do own a flat lifter, so that is something we might hit at some stage as well, and we'll see. Now I did have to move the boundaries of these two fields in a fraction. I found while harvesting that the edge of the map is set quite close to the edge of the field, and to be honest, I just couldn't harvest it properly, so that we just put some extra grass in there. So I have to remember that when we get the brainstorm to start expanding fields. And we are out of lime. My god, that wasn't long coming around. So we have a little bit back in the yard, so we'll track back there and see, can we load up. Now I do think another issue we're going to have is the loader on the deer, the smaller deer, isn't tall enough to fit this sprayer. So yeah, lots of first world problems going on there, but we'll do what we can. So as I say, bear with me if the recording is a little bit jittery. I'm figuring things out. Hopefully we get it sorted, and going forward we'll be able to enjoy 4K. That's the idea, or 2K, or whatever it is. I don't know. I'll check it out. I'll see. So we're going to continue spreading the lime, and yeah, we'll Trying to think, we'll probably be back for more spreading. It's just going to be day spreading really, I'd say, because we're going to have to buy some solid fert and spread there as well. So actually, now that I think about it, I know where my lime is, so we're going to turn it this way. So the reason I'm doing this is I can get the deer and bring the bag out to me. Now I won't be able to put the bag in, but I can definitely get the bag a lot closer. And there's serious effort going into this reversing job. I probably should have. Yeah, whatever. We're kind of back where we started. So I think I can open the cover, and if we go for the deer. Oh, I think there's a bale on the end of this. My bag of lime is in there. I've only one left, so that is also going to be an interesting issue. But my thinking is if we get to the shop, we can buy maybe 2 or 3 bags of lime and other stuff. So now we've also put on the mod that lets you see where your loader is. So I can tell what angle my forks are at and things like that, so should be interesting. Might make in-cab work a little bit easier, but to be honest, I'm not a big fan of in-cab loaders on a tractor. They're a bit more, that's a bit close. Yeah, they can be just a bit of a handful at times, so we are doing our best. We'll do our best. So on the old pallet forks, pick them up, and we can now get ourselves somewhat sorted again, and hopefully I can pick this bag up and get out of this shed. Yeah, that's going to be an interesting task. See, this is where sometimes just a loader or a telehandler is just handier. Are we able to pick that up? Nope. Try again. Yep. So we just hook the forks and then see what goes on. I get the feeling we might lose. Oh my god. What went on there? Still have it. Sweet. Try not to take chips out the side of our sheds, and I'll show you what I mean. I just now go full max height, that's it, and as you can see, that is never. I must have been tilting my fork down. Yeah, so that's never going to reach, so it's a shame, but it is what it is, guys. So we're just gonna back over here again somewhere handy. And yeah, we'll abandon it here for now. That explains why my bag of lime slid off the side. So we'll fill up and we'll get cracking here again. Oh my god, 97 litres in it. Oh, so it's a spin to the shop, guys. Spin to the shop. So I'm going to strike off to the shop, and yeah, we'll be back here in a minute. And if I was a clever man, I would have struck off with a bale trailer, but we are not. So we'll pick up a few bags of lime, finish out that field below, and hopefully that'll empty out our lime spreader, and we might even then spin back to the shop, pick up a few bags of solid fertilizer, and hit these 2 fields here on our right. So that, guys, I see you all in a short bit. So we are on our way back from the shop, guys, and we picked up 4,000 litres of solid fertilizer pellets. So we're going to get out here onto our canola and spread it. Now I do think I have a gate somewhere along here. Is there? There is. So we're just going to bail out quickly and crack open that gate. That gate then will get us into our fields, and we'll start here and work our way back to the yard. And I don't think we need to be too worried about compaction, because I think we're okay. So I think we're okay anyway. We'll say that and we'll say no more. So we'll just jump in and we'll swing back out, close the gate because we don't want anybody parking in our fields. I'm not sure where the trigger is. Yep, this gate is the trigger. So we'll swing that closed, lock it up, and yeah, we'll get to it, guys. Tractor badly needs a wash. Look at the dirt of that. So let's jump in here. Let's get our famous GPS up, and it's telling me I won't need to do too much, which is fantastic. Blah blah blah. That looks perfect. So where are we on our lines? We are a mile off, so we'll just go back a little bit. So we'll enable that, enable GPS, and we'll get this bad boy on the go. So we'll see how much fertilizer we're going to use. Yeah, canola is such a heavy crop. It really is taking quite a bit there. We are on the right. Oh no, we messed up. We messed up. So what I can do here quickly is do this, and that will fix that. We should have been on 42. We were not. So that's a little bit better. So there'll be a little bit of a miss there, but look, it's an experience. We'll chalk it down to, and we'll crack on, guys. So in going cab, we are burning through quite a bit of fertilizer, so I get the feeling we're going to spend a small fortune here on fertilizer. As I reckon canola is a heavy enough old crop on it. We need to be back out over here, so we're all over the show there on that one. So, yep. Not ideal, but it is getting it out there, and you can see again that it's doing its down the center track behind the tractor is the strongest, and then left and right is a little bit hit miss. Some of it is strong, other bits of it are weaker. So it's as you would expect really when casting this. If I jump out here again on the wider runs, it wouldn't reach as far, you wouldn't get as much. So, and you can see anytime we turn a certain direction, the inside of the turn gets that bit darker and the outside gets a little bit lighter. That's a good example right there now. And I would reckon, guys, we are going to fairly well be out of fertilizer here in a short bit. So that'll actually make harvesting interesting because it's not a uniform fertilizer now, which is nice to see. So we're going to do a dirty turn in the field, and hopefully if I aim up the middle here and do the opposite of what it's telling me do, I will hit pretty good coverage. It'll save me having to do an extra track, which is what it's all about. And yeah, we're going to have to get more fertilizer. That is abundantly clear. Although this is the bigger field, but I still reckon we're after burning through the bones of 3,000 litres just to do the section we've done. So not ideal, but yeah, we could definitely do probably another 1,500 to 2,000 litres, so we might end up having to pick that up. That might have to be an expense that we weren't factoring in for, so we'll try and follow our terrible attempt at tram lines. So let's see how we go. Actually, I never thought of it. Tram lines is now in precision farming. Probably should have set it up. Anyway, we'll have to remind ourselves, guys, when we get further in. I don't think these fields are going to have tram lines, but going forward, I'll figure out how to set up tram lines, and we will jump on that. I am trampling more than I need to, so we'll get back on track. So fields have been rolled, everything good like that, so I would think we're in a pretty good place. So we'll just go this way, we'll drive it on and see how far we get. So the good news is we are spreading fertilizer. That is the main thing. We're going to give the neighbour a little shot of it there now as well, because why not? Sharing is caring. I'm sure he would do the same for us. JKs. We'll hit GPS for this little trip up here, and I don't think we're going to have enough, guys, so yeah, it's a little bit disappointing. So we'll wrap it up here. I'm going to continue on fertilizing, and when we come back, hopefully we'll be into our soybean harvest, and hopefully we'll have another cut of grass coming up, so we'll be able to get a bit more into it, guys. And yeah, hopefully the 4K works, fingers crossed. So until next time, guys, I've been Snum86 as always. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you all again. Take care.